From WMMH TV headquarters in Hamden, Connecticut, with all your news in one place, this is the all-new 24 News at 8 p.m. Reporting tonight is Marcus Harun. Colleen Joyce has your 24 forecast. And Brad McRoberts with your sports action. 24 News starts right now.
Hello everyone, I'm Marcus Harun.
And I'm Colleen Joyce.
Welcome to 24 News. Residents of the Spring Glen neighborhood say that they've been terrorized by vandals. Neighborhoods we spoke with say that they moved to a neighborhood because they thought it was quiet and safe. But that was all shattered last night when someone threw a rock through a front window of someone's house. Minutes later, another rock was thrown through the window of another home. Beth Blob was facing a big bill. Now her double-pane glass windows has a gaping hole in it. She says that she was on the phone when she heard the crash and then saw the rock resting on her floor. Marion Radulais says that he got the same unwelcome surprise, but this time three rocks were used, which put a hole through 2 windows and 1 door. Police say they have seen a rash of vandalism lately in the Whitneyville section of Hamden.
Police are investigating a shooting that happened earlier Saturday morning outside the Cardinals Club and Cafe on Assam Street. One victim was shot in the stomach and another was shot in the thigh. Both are at the hospital, and police say they are in stable condition. The names have not been released by police. No word yet on the suspects or motive.
In other news now, there's a wildfire in Florida and northern Georgia, and firefighters are working very hard for the 6th day trying to battle that. The fire started on Oakley National Wildfire Refuge and has burned more than 330 square miles. Rodney Harris joins us now with more information. Rodney?
Hi everyone. Florida officials are blaming smoke from wildfires for at least 4 highway accidents. The fires near Georgia-Florida border have prompted Florida officials to close a 35-mile stretch of Interstate 75 and a 40-mile stretch of Interstate 10 because of poor visibility. Georgia authorities also have to close a 15-mile stretch of I-75 closed in Georgia to the state line. Firefighters have been battling 2 gigantic fires. The more recent one was touched off by a lightning strike in a swamp. Just 6 days it has burned more than 210,000 acres. That's nearly 300 square miles. The other fire began more than 3 weeks ago after a tree fell on a power line. That fire has burned nearly 124,000 acres of swampland and forest in Georgia. And another fire, this time in Southern California. The wildfire on Santa Catalina Island off Southern California is about 10% contained. Worries are not as high as they were with the arrival of more fire trucks and aircraft that can dump water on the island, which is located 30 miles from Los Angeles. The weather is also giving crews a break. Flames can no longer be seen from Avalon, a city on that island. The fire chief says most structures have been protected. The blaze broke out Thursday afternoon and has burned about 4,000 acres, and about 1,200 homes are under mandatory and voluntary evacuations. Hundreds of residents and tourists have left for the mainland. For all the latest news throughout the week, log on to 24news.net or my website at thenews14zone.com. Reporting in Canton, Michigan, I'm News 14's Rodney Harris for 24 News.
Thanks, Rodney.
The 2-car accident happened on Route 2 on the Preston-Norwich town line just before midnight on Friday. Police say 18-year-old Jeremy Esterline was driving drunk at a high rate of speed when he nearly ended another car, causing it to roll over several times. Esterline then continued driving his heavily damaged car into Norwich before police finally apprehended him. The driver of the other car, David Generard, was treated and released for minor injuries at William Backus Hospital. The passenger in Gerhard's car, Shelley Dennis, was critically injured. Esterline faces several charges, including assault with a motor vehicle and operating a motor vehicle while under the influence.
In other news now, 11 people were arrested Friday night after a raid on Frink Street in Putnam that yielded drugs, drug paraphernalia, and several $1,000s in cash. Police said that this raid is one of Putnam Police Department's largest seizures since this year and concludes one branch of an ongoing undercover operation which has been active for several months. A number of additional arrests are possible, police said. Police released the following list of those arrested. Brian Cole, 23, of Putnam, was charged with sale of marijuana, possession of more than 4 ounces of marijuana, operating a drug factory, possession of drug paraphernalia, and failure to halt possession of alcohol by a minor. Nicole Ferreru, 20, of Putnam, was charged with the sale of marijuana, possession of more than 4 ounces of marijuana, operating a drug factory, drug paraphernalia, and failure to halt possession of alcohol by a minor and minor possession of alcohol.
A South Windsor man was charged with burning down his landmark beach home last month, just hours before he was to hand it over to his wife. Richard Sheikman, the owner of Bloomfield Advertising Firm, was arrested Friday on charges from the first-degree arson and the first-degree reckless endangerment in the March 5th fire. Sheikman was alone in the home when the fire broke out just before 5 a.m. and climbed onto the porch roof with his 2 dogs and escaped the flames. Neighbors helped him off the roof. A police officer was injured during the rescue. Police and Sherman kept changing his statement about the fire and eventually stopped speaking to Morris and state police investigators. Officers then learned that Shirkman had court order to vacate the beach home that morning. Shirkman is scheduled to arrange Monday in New London Superior Court.
In other news now, the U.S. military says the U.S. patrol has been attacked south of Baghdad, and leaving 5 dead and 3 missing. The patrol included 7 U.S. soldiers and an Iraqi interpreter. They were attacked before dawn Saturday morning near Mahalla and Sunni insurgent stronghold about 20 miles south of the capital. The search is on for the 3 missing. The military said it's using drone planes and jets, also setting up checkpoints throughout the area. Soldiers are also seeking information from local leaders. The military has not stated whether the interpreter was among the missing or the dead, citing security concerns. Now let's get a small check on the weather.
Thank you, Marcus. As you can see here, these are the showers that are continuing to move across the state. There will be more showers Tuesday night into Wednesday, possibly a few showers that will move overnight on Tuesday and become a little heavier throughout the day on Wednesday. But otherwise than that, I don't really see anything else that will become anything more work of showers or anything. No thunderstorms on the radar or anything. But as you can see right here, there are some shades of green and a little bit of yellow. That's a heavier precipitation that's moving across the state. Up in Hartford, you can see there's nothing, and up in Massachusetts, up in Springfield, there's nothing as well. New London, the showers that have moved up towards the northeast actually, have moved up to Danielson. There's nothing else really for New London, probably until, like I said, Tuesday night into Wednesday. But otherwise for New Haven, it'd probably be about Tuesday during the day, New Haven County. Fairfield, it should be over mid-morning of Tuesday. Otherwise than that, that's really off for the radar. But for the remainder of that day, sunshine and maybe a few clouds with, I said, the rain that'll move across the state.
Thanks, Colin. That weather does seem to be going downhill, but it will improve eventually. Now we're going to go to commercial break. We will be right back with your top news, some more weather and sports coming up on 24 News. Stay with us, everyone.